Hey y'all, we just wait for a few to come in the room. I'm not gonna be here long. I'm setting this up for my niece right now. She got some things she want to talk about. But before she start, no, I'll come on when she get through. Go ahead, okay? I'm gonna go in the kitchen. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone who is just now coming in and watching from wherever you guys are at. I'm going to keep it brief. There's only a few topics I want to talk about that's been brought to my attention. Starting with the whole Maino incident. Maino, if you guys do not know, he is a American rapper from Brooklyn, New York. What song exactly is he known for? I'm not sure. I don't really listen to New York music, so I can't really speak on that. But I wanted to bring him up because not too long ago he was doing a interview with Angela Lee, also known on her talk show as Lip Service. And they started talking about relationships, and y'all, what this man had to say about his personal life, his love life is just disgusting. He said he enjoys role playing as a runaway slave when he's specifically intimate with white women. Let me say that again. He enjoys role playing as a runaway slave when he's intimate with white women. Now, let's just break that down for a sec because that's not something you say. Um, that's not something that should be okay or allowed in any way, shape, or form, especially with all of the things that has been going on lately, considering that terrible fatal accident that had happened. Well, it wasn't an accident, it was on purpose, with that IG model where a black man just died at the hands of her while also bashing black women. But this man really had the audacity to say role playing as a runaway slave. Um, that just set the whole entire black community back 100 years or more, because what is that? Like, who says something like that? And out of all the things, a runaway slave. Um, I wanted to talk about it though, because now it seems more and more when you're on Twitter or when you're on TikTok and other social media platforms, you start to notice that recently it's just been an outbreak of black men just acting crazy, like literally from belittling and degrading black women to praising and upholding white women to the noun pretending to be a runaway slave. And that's how you know, also, what white woman or any woman of that race should even feel comfortable with that. I mean, the moment he would have brought up, yeah, let's pretend I'm a slave and you're the master. I would have instantly, immediately said, yeah, no, and blocked him off of everything. Hi, Fates, yeah, how are you? But yeah, that's just mind-boggling, honestly, sad. I even had asked another guy's opinion on it, and he's an older gentleman, and I love his point of view on it. He simply said, well, something's wrong, and I quote, there's something wrong going on in his head, because there ain't no way. That 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 just blew me. My eyes were barely even open before I could even register what it is that I had read. And then he said it so confidently. Um, he said it so confidently, and in the presence of other Black women too. And it's just like, you don't feel any type of, I don't know, weirdness, awkwardness saying that. I mean, if Dr. Umar had been there, I'm pretty sure Dr. Umar would have definitely called him out for it and said something out of pocket. Ken Davis, Benzino got exposed for messing with dudes. Yes. Oh my goodness. I've heard something about it. I'm pretty sure Blessed, she's going to talk about that herself. I'm not going to be talking about that. But wow, that's really crazy. But I wanted to speak on the Maino situation because it goes way deeper into what things we don't it goes way deeper into how things are and how life is really becoming for a lot of people and how people really feel. But I also wanted to speak about this situation. I know everybody is tired of hearing about it, but I just can't help but to talk about it because the situation just seems to escalate every single day and is just getting dragged through the mud. Once again, the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation. Now we have Chris Rock's younger brother, his older brother, or I don't even know if his older brother, but his other brother, Chris Rock, Tony Rock, had pretty much said if he would have been there, he would have smacked the taste out of Will Smith's mouth. Now we have Chris Rock's younger brother, Kenny, saying that he wants to do a celebrity boxing match with him. And honestly, I just feel like at this point, this whole situation is just getting drugged through the mud. And for what? Like, it's bad enough. He's missing so many opportunities from it already. Um, Netflix has stopped messing with him. He's banned for the next 10 years for going to the Grammys. Like, leave that man alone. And then Ray J had also stepped into it and said, it can only be Will versus Chris. My investors are ready right now. 50 million fight, no less. It must be nice for one to have $50 million where you could just throw it down the drain over some stupid fight that didn't even have nothing to do with you. It must be nice. Fate, yeah, it's a lot of Rock Brothers. It really honestly is. And if I'm not mistaken, when I watched Everybody Hates Chris, it only showed he had two of them, and the two have officially popped out. I don't know if it's going to be a whole band of them now on the same mess, but it's just crazy. And not only that, I'm just like, where are these people coming from? I mean, where did he even come from? I didn't even know Chris Rock. I didn't even know of a Kenny. And I still don't know if his brother, his younger brother Kenny, I don't even know if his last name is Rock as well. Like, what is happening? What is happening? Willie, that is crazy. Like, leave that man alone. Like I said already, he's lost so many opportunities from it. And it's just like, instead of de-escalating the situation, everybody's just adding their input into it. Everybody's just, in my opinion, dragging it through the mud. For crying out loud, no, I do not believe that he should have just went up there and smacked him like that. But at the same time, it was a smack. It wasn't a full-blown fist bite. He didn't pull out a weapon. So why is he getting so why is he gotta go through all of this? Like, at this point, just throw this man in prison over a slap or something, because the way everybody's dragging it through the mud and is making it seem stuff, I honestly feel as if everybody's taking it out of proportion. Faye Yaya, they wouldn't have banned the white man. And that's so true about it as well. Honestly, had Will Smith or Chris Rock have been any other race, I feel like they wouldn't have even aired it. They would have probably edited that part out, or try to, just to keep the white man looking more upscale or better in the limelight like they usually do. I feel Will was wrong, but he's being treated wrongly. He is. I feel as though he shouldn't have to go through all of that. And honestly, um the only thing that really upsetted me about the whole situation is because there's a lot of men who put their input onto it, and a lot of these men have never been married before in their life. They never had a serious relationship. And so for them to talk about what he shouldn't and should have not did, and how he shouldn't have stuck up for his wife, it's like, you've never been in a serious relationship. You've never been with someone else. And honestly, a wife and husband, those type of titles hold a different standard than the regular girlfriend and boyfriend. And so the way you step behind them or supposed to defend them should be way much harder than if they were just somebody you were just talking to or messing around with. The only reason why I covered it on Twitter, because my jaw dropped as I saw it unfold. Yes, I've honestly replayed the video like 50 times in the past. The first time it actually aired, I replayed it 50 times, and then now ever so often I'll scroll through Twitter myself and somebody will use it as a meme. Somebody tattooed the actual slap onto their skin, and it's just like, let this go, please. Let that man live, let him go on about his life. Now we have his brothers coming through, and mind you, Chris Rock hasn't even released an official statement himself. The last thing Chris Rock had to say about it, which I remember seeing like a day or two after the incident had taken place, was all he posted was, I'm still trying to process what happened. He was still in shock himself. And now everybody's turning it into a money deal. We have Ray J talking about he'll pay $50 million at he'll pay all of $50 million to sponsor the fight. And it's like, seriously, I feel like this honestly will not live down. It will probably never live down. Probably will be in 2030 still talking about, remember that time in 2022 when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. I really just wanted to die down. Meanwhile, it seems as though uh uh the Smith family is just going on about their lives as if nothing happens. Will Smith is still posting on TikTok. Jada is still doing her red table talk. And if I'm not mistaken, the other day I seen her sit down with some magazine to talk about like fashion or something. So they're not even phased by none of what's happening. But on the same token, if you don't think of the consequences before you act, then that's your fault. That's true. That's most definitely true. He should have thought about it sooner, but it happened so spontaneously. And when you actually replay the video, you could see him. He laughed, and that's what I seen everybody arguing about on Twitter too. Is okay, but he laughed at the joke at first, which is true. He did laugh until I guess realization hit, and he seen his wife's reaction to it, and then that's when he was like, okay, it's not funny, let me stop laughing and let me go and defend her. At the time, I just recovered after watching the Tanger Mall shootout not too far from me. Oh wow, that's interesting. um but yes, Yes, that's crazy, but please hold on for 1 second. Sorry, you guys. I was busy doing something else, but I'm back now. But switching topics, I also want to talk about Benzino. Oh my goodness, this has been going on for a while. Now, if anybody knows Benzino, he first started off as being on Love and Hip Hop and things like that. But now he's been known recently as Coi Lerais' dad, which if anybody knows Coi Leray, you guys know that she's a new up and coming actor. I mean, not an actor. She's a new up and coming artist. She just came out with her album called Trendsetter. But besides that, Benzino has been toxic. Honestly, I would like to say from the moment he was on Love and Hip Hop till now, and it just doesn't seem
Hey,
to
what's up?
stop.
What you doing? Let me come. Oh, hey, you got an audience, huh? Hey, y'all. I'm in here back here with my niece. What you talking about, Benzino?
Yes.
Hey, y'all been hearing about Benzino being with somebody gay, a transsexual or something? That's the new going thing right now. But I'm not going to take over right now. I'm letting my niece finish talking. Benzino uh, allegedly has something to do with a transgender person, and he supposedly had talked to her. They what's her name, played a video of him saying that they can mess up his career if they find out that he had some dealings or some kind of conversation with some transgender. I don't know the whole situation. I've been reading it. I was reading it just now, watching live, and I just came here to see what point she was on before I jump in here. But I don't want to take over her live. So while she's talking to y'all, I'm gonna be reading something. I think she is too. But I'm gonna be on later, y'all, because I want to talk about the man got arrested that shot up the New York subway. I hear that he's been caught, but I'm gonna let her continue, and then I'm gonna come on in a minute. I'll be back.
Yes. He used to own a magazine before Love and Hip Hop. Oh wow, I never knew that. But about Benzino, so it's no secret for one that his daughter Coi Leray, she's been in the past, and I guess you can say in the present as well, she's been experimenting with her sexuality. She stepped out with a lot of different people, from girls and guys that look like girls, and some more stuff. And Benzino had a lot of homophobic things to say about it, which was so crazy. He said that when he grew up, when he's was younger, pretty much, he did rarely seen like gay people and just a whole bunch of stuff. But there's been a recent footage, somebody has leaked it, of pretty much him having some type of sexual relations with a transgender person. And that's just hypocritical of him to begin with, because it's like, how you don't like gay people, but transgender people are a part of the LGBTQ community as well. So that's just backwards. And then he's been having a lot of controversy too. 50 Cent had some things to say about it, and Benzino, he has responded to it. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I haven't really done my whole research about the situation, but I do know that very much. That's the general statement that's just been going around. And it's honestly just it's just a mess. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I can't say that I'm not necessarily surprised about it, because he has, let me read this real quick. Fates, yeah, the Source magazine, but I've always gotten DL vibes from him. Exactly. And that's exactly what I was going to say about Benzino. I'm not going to say I got necessarily DL vibes from him, but um in his past relationship, like I know on Love and Hip Hop, his and even on his marriage boot camp episodes, him with Mariah Lynn, it didn't seem as if he was so interested in her. I mean, she was talking about how much she loves him and things like that, yet he never said it back. And I don't think he's really had a long lasting relationship with any woman for that matter. I know Coyle Ray has talked about it himself herself and said that her dad never had a really good relationship with their mom at all, and that he just wasn't no good to her nor her mother. So it's just crazy when he has these sporadic moments where he goes and ruins things for her. Like, for example, he spoiled the collab with Coyle Ray and Nicki Minaj on her song Blick Blick. He spoiled that. He has these sporadic moments where he'll post these little subs on Twitter and just say certain things. And Coyle Ray, I love her. She's quick to hold her father accountable and say it like, okay, you're saying this, that, and the other, but in real life, you have never been supportive of me or what I wanted to do. And so it's just crazy to hear that now here he is, the same man that told her that gay people shouldn't I can't quote directly, but pretty much he was all like there shouldn't be any gay people, and that people should like the same sex and stuff, and things like that. This is the same man who said this, quoted it, and sounded as if he was sincere and die hard about it. Now here he is having his own sexual allegations with a trans gender person. And of course, with that as well, you have a lot of controversy and people stepping out, which I knew it was going to happen. I didn't expect 50 Cent to come out and clap him like he did, especially since um 50 he I didn't even know 50 knew Benzino, but the things he had to say about it was just surprising to me. Honestly, I never personally cared about like 50 Cent or his opinions. I felt like he could be very misogynistic at times, but the way he read Benzino down, he read this man down. I was like, well, there it is. Yes, you have to really see it and watch it for you guys self to be like, but did 50 lie when he said what he said? No, I don't um think so at all. And my whole thing is too,
Hey, Paulette. I'm just letting my niece do her little show. I'm running in and out. She's doing a great job. Thank you guys for coming over. She's talking about Benzino right now. I never knew Benzino was homophobic. So that's what's going on. That's what's popular right now for us, those people. My niece just told me he back on marriage boot camp. Did you say he's back on?
well, I don't know if he's back, but I seen a recent episode of him on Marriage Boot Camp.
Right. So anyway, so I'm letting her do a thing. She seems to like YouTube. So that's why I put it in the title so everybody can know what was going to be going on. Because we got some rah-rah going on right now, but she's not interested in that. But she's interested in what she's talking about and other subjects, and I'm glad of it. That's why I got it going to 2 channels right now, also to Bless 2, because that's where I'm going to be letting her do her shows at over on Bless 2. But for right now, we doing this right here. And when she gets done, what I want to talk about it is that they caught the guy, the subway shooter. He's now in custody. See, I just was in there up there reading this story right here. But now if I'm in the way, Nisi, I move out the way. It's going to be on 30 minutes. You've been on 24 minutes. But if you want to go over, keep on going.
Yes.
Yeah. So, so that's, y'all, I'm glad they caught the guy. So what I'll probably do is come on tomorrow morning and talk in details about this. I'm going to go ahead and let her finish up to her 30 minutes. But appreciate y'all being here. So keep on Nisi Poo. But that's where she gonna be at, y'all. Blessed too. So I got to go into both places because y'all know I a lot of want to get on here, bless walk and do a little rock rock, and I'm getting there too because I've been hearing some things. You know what I'm saying? I had to jump on Jay Wilson panel today because I had trolls in there really talking and really trying to get me to say some stuff, and everybody know I had been arguing with Theo or whatever, but they was in there saying some stuff. So I had to get on the chat, and y'all know I'm not a panel person to clear that up. So I probably will be addressing that tomorrow morning as well. But go ahead, because you're almost there. Hey, Ready Ray.
Yes. So to get back into it, Young Buck, I just want to read one of the quotes that 50 said. 50 said a lot about Young Buck, about Benzino, and kudos, clap clap, give it up for 50 Cent actually speaking up about this. I never knew 50 could be so passionate about the LGBTQ community, but the way he's coming for Benzino's throat is just wonderful in my opinion. He said, "Young Bunk Benzino, just embrace who you are, but don't pat nobody but when they score a basket, fool." He also proceeded to show an old video, a really, really old video 50 Cent had posted on his Instagram, where Benzino is talking about his sexual preferences, who he likes in women, and how he would never date or have anything to do pretty much with a trans woman. So to see it all just come full circle, that's one thing about the internet, and one thing on social media. People will be quick to not only copy and paste, but to keep those receipts in mind for situations like this. Benzino blowed up and was talking about how he's the one that's looking bad, telling 50 that he could never look bad in this world. You ain't doing nothing wrong. It would be wrong if I did. All this other stuff, and yada yada yada. But ooh, 50's mom was part of the gay community. Oh wow! See, I never knew that too. I never knew that too, Seven. Thank you for saying that. I had no idea, but that could explain where he gets his passion for the gay community for. But yes, it's just the transphobia, the homophobicness, and it's like at this point you've been officially exposed, Benzino, so you might as well just own up to it. And not only that, I feel as though he owes the whole entire LGBTQ, and I forget the rest of the letters. He owes all of them an apology because of the things that he has said in the past that were just straight homophobic and super duper transphobic. And so he definitely owes the whole community an apology now. And not only that, it's too late to fight the allegations when there's full video proof of you not only messing around with this person, but also old things that he has said in the past of him discriminating and just saying all of these really nasty and ugly things about them. So I think that's really crazy as well. I would get more into it possibly tomorrow. I want to do some more research and see who else is going to hop into this whole um, debate thing. And Ken Davis says 50 Cent is destroying and clowning Benzino right now on IG. It's over for Ben in the streets. Exactly. That's what I was just saying. Like, 50 is really coming for this guy's neck. And I really think it's honestly a great thing. Now that I know that now that I know that his mother was a part of the LGBTQ community as well, it's good to see that passion and something actually being used positive for it. I know for a fact, though, months ago, 50, it just seemed like everything that came out his mouth months ago was just straight misogynistic. But now he's actually really supporting them, really standing up for them. And I love to see it. And like I said, I want to talk about it more possibly tomorrow because I want to see if there's going to be any other celebrities who have to put their input onto it. Hopefully, there will be. I know for a fact there will be, and things like that. But yes, we are officially at our 30-minute mark and things like that. If you guys are just now coming in and have missed the live, feel free to rewatch the playback and things like that. But 50 Cent isn't supporting nothing. He's clowning and talking trash. That's true, but I think it's somewhat of a support though. I mean, it's not like he's clowning or talking down on the LGBT community. So I guess I would qualify that as supporting them. But yes, it's all good things, good love. But yes, for any of you guys who are just now coming in, if you have missed the live, feel free to rewatch the playback. And on that note, I'm going to hand it over to Bless.
Ain't she blessed, girl? I practically burped you. I put you on my knee. You better put that ain't you a miss on it. Okay, y'all. She did a great job. I just really wanted to come on here when she got to talk about they called the guy. I'm gonna read on it some more tonight and bring it back up in the morning. Please talk about it. Look forward to your commentary. Yeah, she'll be back tomorrow. But I told her my best hours for her, well, for me in the mornings, because in the evenings, you know how everybody be live at one time, but which is great. She got a little audience over here. I'm proud of her. That's why I think tomorrow I'm gonna let her go ahead and start being on Bliss too. And because a lot of want to get on here now and just say something, and I don't want to see out the room now, expose her to all that. She's not into all that like that. So I appreciate you guys. She had a lot of subjects she wanted to talk about. I said, okay. And at the time, I was watching catching a little bit of Pizarro because she want to go on then. I said, well, I want to watch somebody first who I normally watch because a lot of us, we support each other. We watch each other. So we waited because it was about 2:30. That's where let me watch at least an hour of her, and then we'll come on and let you do your thing. She might still be on. I don't know. I'll go over there and see. And I think Tracy was on and several other people were on. So that's how it is. Yeah, she did. See, because I thought maybe she wanted to do Big O, but she said no, she don't want to do Big O or TikTok. She like it over here. 50 Cent is an alpha male. He doesn't mess with dudes like that on a friendship level. But I was surprised about Benzino, though. Everybody in their mama talking about that. People still talking about it right now as we speak. So I'm going to watch it, look at it a little bit more. She said she is. Like I said, she'll be back tomorrow. And that's basically it. Like I said, the only hiccup today was I was in Jay Wilson Bushes. And the person evidently have 2 or 3 blessed walk-ins. And when I saw them speaking, I jumped in the chat under blessed too, saying, Jay Wilson, that's not me. And I don't think he was seeing me saying that. So I kept saying it. And then when the person said something about Miss Theo, like I'm saying this, I jumped on the panel and let them know, no, that's not me. And even while I was on the panel, that blessed walk-ins, he blocked that one, but another one came on the panel. He highlighted it, and they had laughing emojis, like they thought it was so funny. He said, well, they still talking. I said, but you see, I'm up here with you. You know it's not me. So whoever it is very pressed and obsessed with me. And they might have 3, 4, 5, So I don't know. But with that said, I'm going to go. She did them 30 minutes, and I'm going to roll the streets for a minute. And I'll see y'all tomorrow morning for coffee. Toodaloo.